Well, I teach two CFS pupils at the moment. So I have one pupil that has shortened lessons, and because because of the fatigue, really. I teach him once a week, again late afternoon, and what we can do as well. The beauty of Apricot is that the pupils aren't having to catch up. They're not having to keep up with everybody. We can go at their pace. If they're flagging, they can tell us. You can have that dialogue. We've spoken with one of the pupils. We've spoken in terms of spoons, with a spoon theory. When you've got 12 spoons a day, how many spoons have you got today for the lesson? 1.5. Right. Well, we know where we are, so we can really tailor our energy levels to theirs. I have another pupil who finds videos overwhelming. I use a lot of videos in my session. So for that child, I don't put videos on. So it's so bespoke and tailored. And when you were speaking earlier, I was thinking of a quote that I found that I've stuck to my laptop that says, if a child can't learn the way we teach, we have to teach the way they learn. And I think that's absolutely spot on for what we do at Apricot. We absolutely take that child as an individual, but as a whole person. So we get to know their energy levels, we get to know their likes, their dislikes. And one of the things with FS and ME is that sometimes you can engineer a little bit of energy for them by using the things that they're interested in, because that empowers you. Biraj did a fantastic session for us when we had a conference about utilizing your strengths and empowering yourself with things that you're good at. So this is one of the things that I think is absolutely key to Apricot, is that we can find out what our pupils are already good at, and we can empower them by riding along on the things that they can already do without expending too much energy. So I think there's so many things that we do. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but for children with particular needs such as that. And I would say with Apricot, every child that comes through, we get to know really well, and you get to know that they can communicate with you. So something's come up about reducing anxiety, and the pupils, because they get to know you and they feel safe. And I think that's the key word with Apricot, is that a lot of children are having to go into mainstream and they're having to mask their anxieties or their mental health, and then they're coming home exhausted, and it becomes this horrible cycle of, I'm exhausted, now I have to go to school, and it becomes worse. Whereas I think with Apricot, the mask comes off, and sometimes that means it can be a little bit harder for us, but that's what we're there for. So I think we are in a very good position to meet people's needs.